Welcome, Aries. This is your new moon reading from February 11th, 2021 until the new moon in March, which occurs on March 13th, 2021. A full lunar cycle for you. This new moon will be occurring in your 10th house of career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image. It's a house of masculinity and projective forces, men, fathers, experts, fame. And I've done a couple of takes. This is my first real divination video for YouTube, and I'm a little nervous. So I already chose your animal cards through shuffling and dividing 3 times. You'll have to trust me this time that I really did do it, because I did. And your animal totem was eagle, which I think is amazing. Eagle is spirit. It's having the ability to remember that you are a spirit in the material world, and that everything that is happening to you is for the betterment of your after-death vehicle, your soul. So allowing these things to move through you and move on is the best way to handle life as it is. I like to look at the backside or the underneath of your card as well, and rabbit symbolizes fear. So this could be the obstacle to you realizing your eagle spirit, your divine spirit in this period of time between the 11th of February and the 13th of March. Be mindful of your thoughts and see if you can notice when fear is keeping you from the realization of your spirit. Seems like it would be really helpful. That's a beautiful start. And I got to your signifier card for your Celtic card spread here, and it came up as the King of Wands, a beautiful card of creation. This is a nobleman, usually married, someone who loves the country, who loves the land, who is appreciative of the creative spirit and has mastered that suit of wands, the suit of energy, creation, and willpower. He can signify the will to power within you. And I think coupled with your spirit card here, your will to power is going to be very strong in the coming month, the coming lunar cycle. You are covered by the 6 of Swords. And this is a card of moving on from choppy waters to smoother waters. It is a thought card, as all swords are. So keeping your thoughts tranquil as you transition here, as you leave behind, as you move forward over your lunar cycle. And then what crosses you in this particular reading is the star. This is a major arcana card, and reading it as we do in this particular reading as an obstacle that you will overcome, it seems to me like you may lack hope, or you may lack faith about your own future. This is a card of rejuvenation. If your fears start to keep you from healing or rejuvenating your creative spirit, moving on from disturbing thoughts, disturbed water, and into more tranquil water, you may have to work with the energies of spirit and the King of Wands to overcome it. Your outcome card is the card of karma. This is a past card, like a card of nostalgia. The 6 of Cups is all about the past and past relationships, past people coming up anything familiar, happy memories, healing again, and the return home. So even though you have rejuvenation and healing as an obstacle, it looks like the potential for your outcome is positive. And here we have your foundational card. And the Five of Swords is a card of discord, obviously. I mean, here's this man on the battlefield who is picking up the swords of his so-called defeated foes. We don't know if that's actually true, but he definitely embodies like an unbridled ambition, the will to win at all costs. He might be a little sneaky about it. So if the foundation is sneakiness and you're seeking healing, you may be finding shortcuts to healing. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that for you. I think as long as you find what you're doing to be ethical and above board, avoid smugness, that could be a positive foundation, although it doesn't always appear as a very positive card. It looks like you're moving away from sneakiness. The Seven of Swords is a card about a plan that may go wrong. A deceptive trickery energy, maybe more strategy than actual trickery, but he's definitely walking away from the warrior camp with a whole bunch of their swords. So fits in a bit with the foundation of this card. This is in the past for you, though. So we're moving away from that energy and we're moving toward the energy of justice. This could be a really great card. However, it worries me a little that your foundation is rather a sneaky card and you're coming toward justice. It could be a little difficult to find healing in that. There may be some humility involved. There may be some apologies involved. There may be new ways of looking at how you're oriented in the world with less fear, because I think honestly we are sneaky and strategic when we're afraid, right? When we're open-hearted and we feel good about what we're doing, we're not necessarily sneaking around. In this moment, there's a celebration for you. It looks like you have a cause to feel excited or to, this is also a foundational card, so it's a wonderful foundation where you might find yourself in a celebration of community or homecoming or some sort of coming together in a foundational way, a celebratory way. So perhaps this healing for you, this coming toward justice, has something to do with the community in which you live or the people around you. Your card of environment is the Queen of Pentacles. And she is a fortunate queen. She has everything that she needs to support her life, support her work, support her community. As we've seen for the rest of your spread here, that may be important. It looks like practicality and, financial security is kind of all around you. And maybe that's part of this whole sneakiness energy. It feels that way to me, that maybe there's been some deception around acquiring financial security. Again, this can be the result of fear, right? When we don't allow spirit in and we're afraid for our physical body, we find ways to gather resources, maybe even resources that aren't ours, to support that. In your hopes and fears, you have the Emperor, what you could become as an Aries. This is the end point, culmination of development of Aries energy. This is the king of all the kings. He embodies, authority. He is sometimes a little bit too structured with it, too controlled. It can also symbolize fatherhood and is basically a masculine symbol. So you both hope and fear the attainment of mastery over masculinity. Let's see how the ram's heads meet your glyph here, like it's almost meant to be. The final card in this is your outcome card. This is the Hierophant, the full authority, the Pope in the old readings of the tarot, and it's ethics, which kind of leads into this Justice card perfectly, right? It's about morality, it's about being a moral authority, it's about conformity, but it's also about tradition. So that outcome card and the Justice card together makes me feel like the whole spread is a bit of you coming toward your own moral authority. You deciding from what has occurred in your foundation and what has occurred in your past, what kind of behaviors you're willing to bring into your future as you heal from separation, from moving away, from trying to preserve yourself as a creative master, a master of who you are and what your spirit has come here to do. There's this beautiful foundational energy kind of moving in opposites here, but it seems like there may be some complacency around the actual physical structures of your life right now, and you're moving more into the mastery of your future, who you want to be, as opposed to who you have been so far. Turning a page, ethically, morally, and your controlling energy at the bottom of the deck is this Two of Pentacles, the dilettante of decision making, right? He's weighing and measuring and moving around different ideas while he figures out how he wants to play the decision he has to make, how he wants to strategize and adapt, I guess, to what he needs moving forward. Let's pull, in the same way that we did the animal card, we'll pull a golden thread tarot card. I'll show you how I did the shuffle for that with this. Usually I just take them apart a couple of times until I feel resolved there. I'm seeing some things flipping, but they haven't come out fully, so we'll keep them. And we'll bring these together in a new formation 3 times for the goddess, the lunar goddesses. And then we'll pull the top card. Which is the Star. Back to the major arcana that is your obstacle. So it looks like you have every ability, every chance, every opportunity, every possibility of achieving the healing that you see fit. But it has to be yours. It has to be authentic. It has to be in line with your spiritual arc the spiritual path of your progress here, your journey, it has to make it all make sense to you. The healing has to make your life make sense. And that's a tall order. There's a lot to come through here. This is an interesting and complicated reading. Behind the healing for this, we have the Page of Swords. And this can sometimes be a youthful energy of spying. It can be an energy of great mental aptitude. There's a lot of reason to believe that you'll do this with great mental energy. You'll think about what you're about to do a lot. You will be curious and probably restless. And there will be a lot of thoughts about this. There will be a lot of thinking going on. You have a lot of swords here, but also a lot of wands that should bring you into some creativity as well. Enjoy this lunar cycle, Aries. I think you're doing a lot of very constructive, very important work here for your spirit and for this particular visit to Earth. So good luck with that. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to contact my email account, natosikitsum.com. It's on the description page and the beginning page. Pardon my newness. I really appreciate you watching though. Thank you. Bye.